Hey, it's Brittany. I am coming to you tonight to talk about the law of attraction and how personal development fits into all of that. So if you are watching this on YouTube, ignore this next part, but I wanted to come back on my personal page because I noticed I've been getting a lot of messages asking me where my videos have gone. So we're gonna, I guess, see what happens over here. I don't really know. I haven't quite decided yet. So, but anyways, we're talking about personal development, which I'm sure all of you just want to like slap me in the face about this. But seriously, you've got to read. Okay, like I get it. People at work, you don't want them to see what your weaknesses are, or you know, you're just a busy mom, or whatever, you know, the situation is that you just think you just don't have time to read. You do. Commit to 10 minutes a day. It's not going to kill you. If you're doing the miracle morning, it's already written right into your morning. So this is just a way to help you guys kind of differentiate why it's important and find some authors or some titles. If you're new to personal development, I know it can be really overwhelming. And so funny story, my cousin lives with us, and this week I let her borrow the Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting book. And by borrowed, I literally mean I took it over to her and was like, you need to read this. Take this home. Well, downstairs. Read it. Because, unfortunately, there's a lot of negative people in her life, and she kind of works at a negative place. So I gave it to her. And funny thing, the other day it was so nice outside, and she was sitting outside on her lunch and reading on a picnic table, and somebody came up to her and was making fun of her about reading personal development book. And I was like, why? Why are we making fun of people who want to be better people? Like, you know, somebody steps up and wants to be, you know, a step parent to a kid that they don't, that's not biologically theirs, and we're like, wow, like, way to be a better person. But if somebody wants to read a personal development book, we're like, oh, you're weird. That's just insanity to me, okay? That is just, I don't understand it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. There is no reason to make fun of people who want to improve themselves. And so if you're concerned that someone's going to make fun of you, you got to get tougher skin, okay? If I stopped doing things because people made fun of me, I probably wouldn't be here anymore, because literally I was the most picked on child. I wasn't a very nice child, so that's number one. But I was picked on a lot as a kid. I struggled to make friendships with females. I get a lot of like just crappy messages. Like for example, yesterday somebody sent me a message, and somebody I deleted on Facebook months ago, like 6 months ago, messaged me and was like, you're a horrible person and you're not gonna have anybody in your life. And I was like, wow, okay. If I let that bother me, I let it worry me what other people were saying about me, I would be a shut-in. Like, I'm loud. I am, what I like to say, I'm polarizing. People either really love me or they really don't love me. And I'm okay with that. I own it. But I don't let other people get under my skin. So if you're worried about reading personal development because you think someone's going to make fun of you, grow up. You've got to just get thicker skin, okay? Because people are going to make fun of you about whatever it is. And being honest, these people that you're worried about teasing, whether it's a family member, a friend, a coworker, whatever it is, chances are good they already know what your weaknesses are. So as much as you don't want to hear somebody kind of tease you or rib you about something, they probably already realize, like, whether it's something minor like needing to sleep better or making better friendships, or it's something major like dealing with depression and anxiety and a positive mindset. It doesn't matter really what it is. People already know your weakness. So just deciding to pick up a book and improve it, like, forget about the haters, okay? Don't even worry about the people that have anything to say about you, because you're one step ahead because you know what your weaknesses are and you're working to improve them. And honestly, no one's perfect. Everyone could use a personal development book. I don't care who you are. The Pope could probably use a personal development book, okay? It doesn't matter. It's not about how perfect you are or this image you want to put out. It's honestly about being the best version of yourself. And the only way you can do that is when you admit that you have things you need to work on, and then you do it. Like, you don't go to work every day and be like, well, just not very good at my job. Like, you would get fired. They would not let you keep working there, right? Like, you can't just, well, I'm not good. And I mean, you know, I'm a raging bitch. It's just who I am. I guess unless you're my dad. My dad just owns who he is, okay? And I don't see him picking up a personal development book anytime soon. But, you know, we're not like in our 80s. We have room and time to implement improvement. So the first step is that you have to be ready to admit that there's something wrong. Then you need to really look at your life and see what areas could you do better in. Like, it doesn't matter. You know, some of the books that I've read, like You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I don't feel like I need any help in that. I feel like a total badass, okay? Remember that polarizing personality thing? I don't really get, like, super worked up about what people say about me. I mean, except for when I was struggling with depression, I did struggle a lot with what people thought about me, but for the most part, I don't care. Like, if you don't like me, that is not about me. That is about you, and I'm okay with that. But I read that book because she had a lot of really helpful tips in there about believing in yourself, and we can always believe in ourselves more, right? So I will provide a little graphic that has a list of some really good authors. I know that it can be really overwhelming when you're first starting to consider personal development. If you are somebody that is maybe not sure where to start, maybe you think, you know, there's a couple areas you could improve on, Goodreads.com is actually a really great resource. They have these like lists compiled. So if you were looking for like a sci-fi book, you could type in sci-fi and it would pull up, they call them shelves, where people have said that this book fits into that category. You can do the same with personal development. You can use Google, you can use Amazon. If you look in Amazon, if you type in personal development books, there is literally, I'm just gonna look here, 16 pages worth of results. So there's no shortage of finding, I don't want to say self-help, but personal development books. There are some that are focused on business. There's things that are focused on loving yourself, on positive mindset, on sleeping better, on better morning routines. I mean, there is literally somebody out there has struggled with the same thing you have and probably has a degree and wrote a book. So take advantage of the resources. We underutilize resources all the time, okay? We do not use the resources that we have at our fingertips. And I've already gone over this in a whole nother series, but use the resources. Somebody's already wrote a book about this thing you're struggling with, okay? You might feel like you're alone, but you're not. You don't have to be. You can read, you can open yourself up to figuring out how to make things better. And if you're not somebody who likes to read, I suggest Audible. Not every book is available on Audible, obviously. Or your Kindle or a physical book. I've noticed that for a while I was all about the Kindle, and I actually still read for pleasure on my Kindle, but my personal development books, I like to have a hard copy, a physical copy in front of me. I like to mark it up. I like to take notes, that kind of stuff. So the ultimate thing is, though, if you're not willing to work on yourself, the law of attraction is not going to work, because you're not going to be attracting anything to you except for all the crap that's wrong with you. So you have to be ready and open to finding these books. Like I said, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many results are on each page, but there's like over 20, it says over 20 pages with like 10 results on each page. There's something there for you. So some books that you've probably heard me talk about before, but if you're looking into personal development, look up these books. There's some really great titles, some books I've read and loved. Obviously, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, Triggers by Marshall Goldsmith, You're a Badass by Jen Sincero, Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting by Lynn Grabhorn. By the way, that book will change your life. I don't care who you are. that book will change your life. Daring Greatly by Brené Brown. Sleep Smarter by Sean Stevenson. If you're into more like business-minded books, Girl Code is a really cool book. The Compound Effect. I'm trying to think. The book I'm reading right now is called Get Over Your Damn Self. That's by Rami Newstant, I think. I don't really know how you say her last name, but not important. She's actually somebody in an MLM, and she wrote a book about creating a successful business model. So, I mean, there's books for every type of thing. When I go ahead and write my blog, I'll make sure I write some of these titles down, and I can even share them in the comment section if you're not watching this video via my blog. But honestly, the importance of the personal development is just that we all have areas to improve. I don't care who you are. We all have bad days, and it doesn't matter if you are like me and you needed like a total life overhaul, or if you are somebody who like struggles with getting good sleep, or establishing a morning routine, or learning coping mechanisms through a rough time. It doesn't matter. We've all been through stuff that requires us to need some personal development. So tomorrow night we are going to talk about getting accountable, making sure that you have somebody who can kind of hold you accountable on this journey, that you can talk to when you're having bad days or negative thoughts, that can, you know, kind of be your partner in crime through your journey to being in a more positive mindset and attracting all the awesome things into your life. So I appreciate everyone who hopped on. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message, comment. I would love to chat with you guys. So have a wonderful evening. And again, thanks for hopping on.